So they said identify 4 ways to measure the size of a business. When talking about measuring the size of a business, basically we're talking about how big or small a business is compared to those of competitors. So you wouldn't know how big a business is without you making reference to its competitors. Do you get the point here?
Yes.
So how do we measure the size of a business? One, we can measure it through the sales volume. And when we talk about sales volume, we're talking about the quantities or numbers of goods sold or the numbers of customers a business has, number one. 2, sales value, which is about the revenue of the business. You can measure it through the revenue compared to those of the competitors. In the next exam tomorrow, they might be asking you how. Explain sales volume. Explain. Do you understand? So whenever you're making the explanation, it has to be compared to those of your competitors. Do you get it? You won't finish your explanation like sales volume. Yeah, I would sales volume. This implies to the quantities or numbers of customers compared to competitors, not just quantities of or numbers of customers. You have to compare it with those of your competitors. Yes. That is why you are measuring the size. Without competitors, there's no point measuring. 2, sales value, the revenue the business makes compared to those of competitors. It has to be that point there. The third one, number of employees, the number of workers a business employed compared to those of its competitors. And the last one is the value of the statement of financial position, which talks about the capital employed, the amount of money invested into the business compared to those of the competitors. So these are ways in which you can measure the size of the business. Clear?
Yes.
So go to question D. Explain one where each stakeholder's objective might conflict with BKH's objective to increase profits. Profit is there, which means revenue exceeding your cost of production, okay? So first, who are stakeholders? Stakeholders are a group of people who have interest in the business activity. That means they have interest in BKH activity. Clear? So now they talk about customer objective. What are customer objectives? Customer objective might be lower price. Customer objective might be higher quality.
Yes.
Do you get it? So I talked about lower price. Yes. Customers want lower price for their for whatever they want to buy because customers are always conscious or sensitive about price. So a lower price, how does it become a conflict to a profit objective of a business? Lower price will bring about low revenue, and low revenue will reduce profit. Clear? Which is an objective for the business, BKH. Clear?
Yes.
The second objective, it's about employees. Employees' objectives could be conducive working environment. Employees' employment could be increase in salary. Okay. So if employees want salary increase, what does that imply? It means if the business pays that, it will reduce their profit because it increases the cost of production for the business. Yes. It increases the cost of production for BKH.
Yeah, cost of production, yeah.
Yeah, so if it increases the cost of production for BKH, it means it reduces the profit of BKH.
Yes.
Is it clear?
Yes.
So that's about stakeholders and its objectives and measuring the size of a business. I think it's clear.
Yes.
Okay.